Hello and welcome to part number 5 of a My Lego City update. So the first 4 parts was literally just painting everything. So this was all white, it was nasty, it was horrible. We've done the green, we've done all the other colours, and we've done everything else like that. Now, I'm going to run you through the different bits and pieces that I've already done. This was supposed to be as I went video, like I've done with all the others. However, I basically nearly fell down the hatch, dropped some of the sets, and it got a little bit messy. So I got a little bit annoyed, so just gave up. So we're going to start again fresh, nice and positive again. So this was the damage from that one set. That was one of them that went, the ice cream truck saw its goodbyes. It will be repaired very, very quickly. And there was also bits that went down underneath the floorboards, which I will add in as a blooper at the end of this video. But as you can see, new table has been added. So that was good fun trying to get that table in over that hatchway. So that was okay. So this, I need to know what we think we're going to do with this. So this is a new area, new table. Do we have this as our sort of holiday village? Do we have it as part of the fantasy land? What is it we're going to do with that? I need you guys and girls to let me know in the comments below. If you've not followed any of this before, all of this is basically one massive theme park. So we've got our city walk as such, with some rides. We've got the Ghostbusters Firehouse, we've got the carousel, we've got the haunted house, we've got the strange, you know, we've got bits and pieces within. Now, this bit at the back, that is the next area to be tidied and looked after, because there's actually no sets that I'm going to put there yet that I've got. But we were thinking of maybe putting the blue loop roller coaster there. However, what I'm about to show you now, it's still there because the video that you would have already let me know your thoughts on hasn't yet gone live, but it would have gone live before this one. It's this. Now, I'm not 100% sure what we're doing there. I still think maybe, I think I'm probably going to drop all of the architectural sets underneath, get some lights so we can light underneath that table, and then maybe either drop the Colosseum down as well or put the Colosseum into the middle and do something else around it, because this was supposed to be for the Eiffel Tower and we were going to make like a nice big Lego mini land out of the architecture sets. Once everything is finally in place, that's where all the tiling and everything starts, which you've already started over this side. So when it's in, it'll be done and it'll look really, really smart. So this corner here, this is our superhero section, and then we're coming around and then all the way across, probably the top will be our superhero as well. And then we've got this table that could either be standalone or it can be part of these two tables, which was to the ceiling a couple of days ago of just stuff. So where has that stuff gone? Now, we'll go to here first because this has had some massive changes. Castle Grayskull, what I've done, I've added in for now into the horror section, just because it kind of makes sense having it there, because you've got then the drop tower behind it, you've got the Stranger Things, and it just kind of works, and then we can zigzag a path around if we're going to keep that bit there. If we're not, it'd be easy enough because it can just go back into our throwback 80s section if required. All of the modulars are there or thereabouts, exactly the same. All I've done is just make a quick short, and I've just put all the cars in for a counter minifigure, so they will move. I don't know whether to go for a 16 by 16 rather than a 32 by 32 row plate, so we've just got a single strip. That'll then give us more space for something at the front, which I was thinking of maybe putting some stunts in or something like that, where it's just a little bit different, or something slightly bigger, like one of the larger Ferris wheels. Now, the Ghostbuster Firehouse is a indoor attraction laser shooter ride in Dubai, so that is our ride for this street. And then what I've decided to do for the maintenance shed is this. So this, our corner garage, is going to be our sort of maintenance, which kind of makes sense. So I'm going to put all of the maintenance people around it, and the new little veterinary car that I've picked up will be parked just down the side, because the theme park will be animally friendly, and it just means it all kind of links in, so it's just a way to utilize that as well. That, because this has moved, again, I'll be throwing in the footage over the top. That was actually over here, this was over here, and it was a little bit messy. So because I've just swapped those two around, basically, all of this was here originally, but I don't think anybody could see it. So I've not actually touched this. That was already there, but you can now see the Winnie the Pooh a little bit better, and you can see the Flintstones as well. So I think that's a nice vibrant coloured area, which will, there I think will just stay as is, and then I can just put the base plates down and get that tiled, and then that'll be absolutely fine. I think the city street's absolutely fine. Right, Ninjago has not moved. However, obviously with the news of potentially the new gardens, the new market that will be coming out, if it's tall like the city and the gardens, it won't fit with the roof height. If it's a base plate and half long like the docks, it'll be perfect because you can just go on the other side and I can just relocate the boat. If that doesn't work, we are in trouble, because I really like that up there, and it's quite nice having it as a sort of a focal point looking over. So that would then need to be relocated somewhere else. Does that then go onto this table? And so you can see what problems might occur. That's why I don't particularly want to get everything tiled, because it would be a lot of work just to then rip it up, because there's so many sets coming out this year. But moving on to this section now, this is our food court as we know it would be. I have plonked in this, as you guys and girls would have seen in the last upload for the painting video. What has been added in is our new fish and chip shop, because I was not 100% sure where to put the bait shop. We were going to try and do some water bits and pieces. That might still be an option. I might be able to put that with the lighthouse, and then we can do a water scene somewhere. But as it stands at the moment, we don't have any water in the theme park. So it's potential, because if I was to rip that out, I can easily just put the fresh shop there with some of the little smaller vehicles. But we have basically got all bases covered, because we've got our tavern, we've got the cantina, so obviously both sell drink, that'll sell food, that's our coffee, because that is our coffee unchained. So that works, I think, absolutely fine in that corner. So that is those areas done. So we've got our food and drink. We've got our sort of fun fair area in the corner with the Flintstones and Winnie the Pooh, and then obviously that leads it into the carousel. Maintenance, into the ride for the Ghostbuster, and then we've got our city street, which we can do whatever with. This space will be something. So all of this area here and this area here, in all the way up as that L shape, will be something. Now it's either going to be, like I said, stunts. I either put some of the stunt sets and put them all together, or we have the stunts dotted around the actual theme park, because they are themed quite well. So one of them is a pirate theme, so that could go around by the food. Another one is like a birthday theme, so that again, that could go by the food with the diner. And there's another one which links into the one that's at Legoland Windsor, because it's got the big spider on the top. So it's they are very, very theme park-esque, which works quite well. Now the Jurassic Park has not moved, so we will eventually, now this is the permanent place it's going to be, I can re-put the track down, get all that tiled, figure out just the angle that I'm going to put that at and that at. And then I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with that sort of cheese shape. I don't know whether just to have that as some shops, get that tiled, or maybe have like a park area or something. But as a recap, we've got Jurassic Park section, horror section in the corner, street, food, leads us onto this. Now this is, or was, and still can be, our throwback section slash gaming section slash whatever. We've got 3 tables of nothing. I've got nothing currently to put on there apart from the new gaming truck, and that is as far as I have stuff for. Potentially we could pick up some of the gaming sets, so I could get the Atari and I could get the Nintendo games console and have them stacked with the gaming truck at the bottom, and then another ride at the bottom, and we could make it as level, so it's just something that could basically get nice and tall when more come out, so it won't take up too much space, but it would just be our gaming zone. Other ideas that have been thrown at me were like a fantasy area, because we've got the Castle Grayskull, we've got the Harry Potter castle, and also there's the new Lord of the Rings set coming out as well. I haven't yet picked up the A-frame, so again, do we have it as a holiday village? Because I have got the treehouse, so that treehouse over there does look very, very smart, and I've also got the other part of the pirate boat in that corner ready to go for our sort of area of what would be our sort of holiday village, because the pirate is an extremely heavy theme at the Legoland parks. What else is still to come on this area? I need to pick up the Doctor Strange set in that corner before any of the other Marvel bits and pieces come off. But I can just start tiling and putting all these rows down. Joker is still where it is. Obviously it's a bit messy from where it got painted last time, but this area is not moving. So I know it sounds like I move lots and lots and lots, but it's only the odd set into the same area. So the zonal bits, as it stands, will stay, unless some of you guys can come up with a different way of doing it. But top, bottom, that's going to stay. Let me know. I think that will move. I can't see, well, it is going to move. I'm going to move that either in the next couple of days. That'll be moved, I would imagine, by the time this goes live, but I don't know what I'm going to do with the Colosseum. And with regards to the gaming trucks, we have got a couple of little bits and pieces over here. I've just thrown these 2 over to stop the cats from jumping over onto that box. So we have got the big Hogwarts castle, and I do have Diagon Alley, which I'm in the process of building up. Now, I can try and put that somewhere. We did have somebody came up with some nice ideas of adding that in onto the city street. That would fit if I removed the Ghostbuster Firehouse and you just had the alleyway going down in a straight line, which I think visually would look very, very impressive, because it's, again, just wide enough. You can have the alleyway coming down and you can have a path going in front of it, so the alleyway could just be its own separate alleyway. The castle could then go somewhere completely different, or we just don't use the castle at all. Let me know your thoughts, because the alley would be a lot easier to put in than the castle. The castle is obviously absolutely massive, but there is potentially stuff that we can do with that, because the Harry Potter castle at Universal Studios has a ride built in underneath, and they use that as the light show as well. And we've got the spotlights that come with the cinema. So it can be used, but if you haven't seen it built, it takes up the majority of one of these tables. These tables are quite big, and it will take up a huge proportion of that. But that's it. It's just a short and sweet update video. There's lots and lots of unboxing videos to come. I've created a new unboxing playlist as well, and guys, thank you very much for everybody that's commented and enjoying sort of that kind of different bits and pieces. You're going to be getting, like as always, 5 videos a week, and it's going to be a mix of the theme park stuff and the stuff from up in here. So it'll be a 3 and a 2 or a 2 and a 3, depending on where I've gone around the world at that time. So keep your eyes peeled for all of those stuff coming in 2023. Comments below, let me know what sets you're going to get yourself in the 2023 season, because there is a lot to come, a lot to be announced, and I think everybody can agree it might be quite an expensive year for a few people. So we just got to be clever with who gets what and, you know, where things go. But if you can think of anything that I've missed, anything I need to backtrack before it sort of gets put out of stock, then obviously please do let me know. Now, this table, in case you're wondering, this is the table that I do the unboxing on, and it's where I bring it into the middle where I'm stood now. So this is where I sit here, and the table goes across, and I just move it out of the way when I'm not doing it. So I did try, because I have got another table, to put another table across. Well, kept that one there and put another table across, but I could not walk through. But there is an option to get another table in if we need to, because potentially I might be able to spin this one round and then fit the other one in as well. But I have got a spare table here, but we will cross that bridge as we come. But I don't think we're far off from finally getting bits and pieces tiled. Thoughts on the Castle Grayskull going with the horror stuff rather than going with our throwback bits and pieces? Might be a bit of an issue when Snake Mountain happens, maybe, or I just don't bother getting it at all, because I think that works there as a unit, and it just works with regards to proportion, because it's round about the modular size. My concern is if I put that with, say, for example, the Harry Potter castle. The Harry Potter castle is 5 or 6 times the size of that, so that's almost a little bit too small in scale, because it works perfectly with a diner. But I would imagine, if you've seen it, I would imagine it should be really, really tall and absolutely massive. So it works perfectly for that scenario. But if I was to put it with a like-for-like castle, I don't know, say for example, what the new Lego castle would look like against that. It might be absolutely splendid, it might be perfect, and I might be talking absolutely nonsense, but we'll see what happens. But guys, I think that's it. I'm done. That's a suit. Like I said, try and keep it super short and sweet, as I've waffled on for another couple of minutes. But anything else that I've missed? Penguin van's got to go in. The new giveaway purchase for the ambulance unboxing video, that's available. So if you've not seen that yet, that is what this looks like. And I've put all the minifigures inside that wagon as well. So there is an unboxing video for this, and these are all being built. And like I said, that got absolutely smashed. But I'll leave you with some bloopers of me nearly dying, moving that table, dropping the unit, and then losing the pieces and everything else. But guys, if you can like and subscribe and all that good stuff, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Thoughts as always in the comments below. Use it as like a hub of knowledge to help each other. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You guys take care, and I'll catch you next one. Ta-da. So a little bit of progress. I have just dropped a set straight down the loft hatch, which is fantastic. It was this, and I've just gone to put the roof and everything back on it. So loads and loads of pieces. This bit's falling off the front, so I went to put that back on, and then a piece is just pinned down between the hatch and underneath the floorboard, and it is just there. So now I'm going to have to go fishing for the next. Right, we have space. I have moved the table at last. So first thing first, I'm going to get Castle Grayskull in somewhere. Not 100% sure where. I don't know if Castle Grayskull would look better there, and then that just gets thrown in onto the strip. What I'm going to do probably to start with is just move all of those over, get Castle Grayskull in the corner, see what it looks like, then figure out if this is going to go somewhere across the front. Right, so we'll get this over. we'll see what this looks like just here. And we'll see if it works. And then if it does work there, I've got to actually fix all the roof up properly and some other little bits and pieces. Just with the volume of unboxing videos I'm doing at the moment, it's quite difficult to get anything else done. And I am hoping that will fit in there, because I thought it was a 32 by 32 with a slightly bigger front, but it will not.